Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Buying precious metals in the age of high premiums. Let's explore. This is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and we've noticed as of late, since the epidemic hit and the supply chains have been constricted and tightened up a bit, that premiums have skyrocketed, especially for silver, and especially for silver eagles. That's right. There has been an explosion in price above and beyond spot price, to the point where people were pretty much dismissing completely the spot price and say that the real price of silver is in what people are paying for them with these premiums. You know, premiums work both ways, and as we're seeing, as is the case here, the premiums for silver eagles and gold, but especially silver, when you go to sell, you are getting more over spot for them. In fact, about the average spot price above that you will get for your eagles is about $4. But the bullion dealers are charging a lot more for them. That's right. And let's dig into it a little bit as to why the premiums are so high. I have spoken about this several times, but I want to kind of reiterate kind of what I had talked about a bit before. You know, the free market is a very interesting thing, and we've seen it with toilet paper and other much highly desired commodities out there, whether it be anything related to food, to any kind of toys at Christmas season that somebody wants and they're charging high prices for. Well, it's no different with precious metals. And of course, we like to play the blame on the retailers. And it's only understandable because you have to wonder, why are they charging these high prices? Well, there's several reasons, I believe, why that's occurring. Number one is keeping supply current and not being sure if when or if you're going to get another supply of a product. When supply chains are disrupted, it makes everyone nervous, including the retailers, because their bread and butter, well, is the product. Without the product, they don't have business. And without you, they definitely don't have business. And so if you're buying less of something, more than likely their premiums are going to go down. If you're buying more of something and they can't keep them in stock, well, their prices are going to go up and their premiums are going to go up. You know, we've had it easy here in the precious metals community with at-spot dealers running regularly with all kinds of bargains, with us 49 and 69 cent above spot for silver generic rounds, very low premiums. In fact, as far as silver eagles are concerned, well, you can already just add $2 to the spot price above when you pay for silver eagles from anyone, because the authorized purchasers are charged that from the United States Mint. Well, the United States Mint is not immune to raising their prices either, because they've increased that premium 30 cents, at least from what I heard recently from an insider. 30 cents extra, so $2.30. And then some of us, well, we're paying upwards of between $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11 above spot for an American silver eagle. Frustrating it is to many of us out there. But you know what happens? The way the economy works, the way the free market capitalism works, is there's competition. That's what the free market's about. So more likely, one business is going to undercut another, and then it's going to come in and it's going to cause a price war. And essentially, that's what's been going on when silver and gold haven't been quite as exciting as they are now with these high prices. When everybody wants something, the bullion dealers are going to charge more. And yes, they will profit more as well. But there are times in the beginning of these big runs when they don't have product where they aren't able to profit as much. In fact, it may be even very difficult for them to operate if they don't have the supply coming in. And that's why they will tend to buy back silver from you at a higher premium. Yes, for generic, their dealers are paying spot and above, maybe even as much as $1 above, depending on how much business they do and how much they need the product. That's the way the free market system works. But you as a buyer, it's all about getting the best bang for your buck. That's right. That's one of these right here. That's that fiat designation. And when we talk about these things, people get very sensitive when they talk about these particular notes that you hold in your hand, these Federal Reserve notes, which is commonly referred to as trash. Understandably so, but they'll say that for another topic. But we want to save as much of those when we buy these, because these are real money. In other words, they're money that is more fulfilling, more robust. And that is what it's all about. And these are stackable and highly desirable products that you see before you here. In other words, American bullion, especially the American gold and silver eagles, are the most sought after bullion coins in the world. And so we want to pay the least amount above spot as we can. But as I have said before, and I'll say it again, only buy that which you are comfortable spending when it comes into account premiums and spot price, by the way. There are times when the spot price is low when you should not buy based off of your individual fiscal situation. There are times when prices are high when you may have some extra money and you feel comfortable paying maybe even a little higher premium. Usually it's the other way around, though. When prices are high, you don't buy when there's higher premiums. It's whatever you're comfortable and what you understand as well. You understand if you pay a higher premium that you could lose that premium at the point of sale 2 months, 3 months, or 2 days from now. That is the key. And there's many people that have expressed their opinion about this on many of my videos, that I'm not buying at these prices. And I applaud you for that. That's right. Because there's a time to buy, and yes, there's a time not to buy. And that's just as important, considering the risk and the reward that you will have from it. But even if you are in a buying mode with higher prices for gold and silver, well, what do? You shop around. There are tools out there to help you find the best price. One of them that I can think of is findbullionprices.com. And you can go and pretty much search for any of the most common types of bullion out there, from gold, silver, platinum, and other collectibles out there, and with precious metals. And you can find prices from some of the top bullion dealers that are out there. It shouldn't be your only tool. And if you go on that website, you will see advertisements from some bullion dealers, which makes you wonder if they're really as independent as it seems like they are. As for me, I would say it's up to the individual, whether you buy, whether you sell, and how much you pay. But I say if you're going to be buying the most commonly recognized bullion pieces out there, it's going to be the most represented on bullion dealer websites or your local coin shop. And I would suggest that you shop around. Shop around and buy. Pay the lowest premium above spot as possible for these types of coins. Now, for generic bullion, you have even more options and more ways to save money, because it's not quite as much in demand, even though generic is as well. But even in that avenue, you want to find the most liquid, the most recognized forms of that as well. Same thing with constitutional silver, 90% silver American. You want to shop around. You want to find the best deal possible. And you want to be very careful that in the descriptions of many of these websites that they are listed as how they are shown, because you can very easily get many slicks in there, and that's loss of silver. Myself personally, I never buy constitutional silver from an online dealer. I've seen cases where many people have been pleasantly surprised from purchasing constitutional silver from online dealers, and others that have not, because of many slicks where they weigh much less. But it just depends on how they do it. If they weigh the bags and you say you're getting this much, then you may be okay. But just be cautious in that arena. Another area to think about when you buy that I've not really recommended in the past, but I'm going to recommend it now because there are bargains out there to be had for war nickels and 40% half dollars. Yes, it's not something I highly recommend, but there are bargains to be found there, and the demand for those products is increasing. But typically, dealers want to get them and move them out quickly. So you are apt to find bargains in those types of pieces, from 35% war nickels, 40% half dollars, from minted from 1965 to 1969. You won't find any 1970s because they were just available in the sets, and they have a numismatic value is tied to those. So there you have it. And the lesson that I want to embark upon here is this. The best way to stop high premiums all around is to not buy. That's right. If you don't buy, they can't charge these high premiums because they're not out there buying it. So it's up to the individual. I can see a reason to buy and not to buy in these times, for sure. But if you complain about the premiums, then my guess is you shouldn't buy. If you don't like the premiums but are concerned where things are going and that the spot price may go up to swallow those premiums, and you're okay with paying that premium, then that's fine. Just understand the risk. There is risk, and in doing so, that may not pay off in a reward because you're paying a high spot price that's very volatile, especially for silver, and you are not able to recover that at the time of selling once the market cools down. So understand the risk in buying, understand the risk in holding in some cases like this, depending on when you sell. So there you have it. I hope you found this video helpful. Remember, it pays to shop around for the best deal out there in the age of high premiums. Hope you found this video helpful. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.